Howdy folks. Today is the 15th of September 2025. Figured I'd do a little quick update on my 1986 Corvette project. Been moving along on it pretty good, but not maybe at a feverish pace, just pretty steady. I do have the engine all back together and in the car, minus the transmission. Previously, I was planning to put the 700 R4 I took out of my 88 Camaro that I did the L98 swap on earlier this year. That transmission was fresh and was very strong. Had a good shift kit in it. I think it had a new pump and a lot of good new parts in it. It worked fantastic. And so I was excited to put it in this car, but I did not realize that the Corvette version, the C4 Corvette version of the 700 R4, has a 3/4 of an inch shorter tail shaft than the standard two-wheel drive 700 R4 has. And all this time I thought all I had to do was change the tail shaft housing on the transmission and I'd be good to go, but not the case. So I have decided that I'm going to go ahead and just rebuild the transmission that came out of this car. I dropped the pan on it and drained it whenever I got ready to take it apart, or take the car apart, and it had quite a lot of trash in the bottom of the pan, a lot of clutch material. So I'm not going to waste my effort to put it back in the car only to find it out that it's no good. But anyway, the engine's all back together, overhauled. New rings and bearings, cam bearings, all of that stuff. New timing chain set. Cam and lifters that were in this engine looked fantastic. Just a flat tappet cam in this particular L98. And I also replaced the cylinder heads. Both of the heads that were on it were garbage. They were aluminum. The heads I put on it, I can't remember the casting number off the top of my head, but they're high output 305 heads, non-swirl port, the 184 intake, 150 exhaust, 58 cc chambers. Same chamber size as the aluminum heads that came off of the engine. The slightly smaller intake valve size I doubt is going to have any effect on it at all. But the engine's in good shape now, ready to go. Flushed all the fuel injectors, took the regulator apart, made sure it was good to go. Cleaned up the distributor. It's got a new cap and a rotor on it, brass contacts. And I also removed all of the EGR equipment, cut the air pipes off of the headers, welded them up. Gutted the small pump. It's, the pump is still on, but I took it apart and gutted it. It's just an idler now. I don't care for those aftermarket delete kits that they make for these. They look like shit, in my opinion. They just don't look good at all. So I decided to just gut the small pump that was on it. Let's see, what else did I do? Oh, I had to put a new condenser in it. The condenser that was in this car was completely fouled with grass, and probably 30% of the cooling fins were folded over on it. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was not a contributing factor to the demise of this engine before I got it. So I bought a new condenser and put in it, which turned out to be a pain in the ass because it was an aftermarket replacement. It didn't fit quite correctly. The line set and everything fit where it was supposed to, but the mounting points on it were different slightly than the original condenser, and so they wouldn't fit in the little rubber saddles that are inside of this radiator housing. So I had to make some modifications to get that in there. Pissed me off, but that's fixed. Also replaced the power steering pressure hose right here. It was split open down at the bottom crimp. A lot of work has gone into it so far. These valve covers are just horrible valve covers. I hate these magnesium Corvette valve covers. It's very easy for them to corrode, and then the powder coating gets loose and they just look like hell. Spent a good bit of time cleaning these ones up and repainted them with some wheel paint. You know, it's like a dark gray metallic. This video doesn't do them any justice. They actually look much worse up close in person than they do in this video, but they look better than they did. Anyway, I think that's going to be about all for tonight. Looking forward to getting this thing running. I'll probably have the engine running before I put the transmission back in the car. I'm not far from having it running right now. I just need to put the plug wires on it, finish tidying up this passenger side wiring harness. I don't have it installed yet because I'm going to do something different with this crankcase breather setup. I used a different TPI base when I put this back together, since I was going to do away with all of the smog shit. The Vet TPI intake, well, at least for this year, has an EGR exhaust inlet connection over here with another cooling passage, I assume for cooling that EGR port. And it's pretty busy right here, and I happen to have another nice base that didn't have all that, and so I swapped it out. And so the Corvette crankcase breather has a nice aircraft style aluminum breather tube that went down in here and then up to the throttle body, and it had some special mounts on the base for it to attach to, and this base doesn't have that, so I got to do something different with that. It shouldn't be too complicated. Probably just get some aluminum tubing and make a new tube for it, route it a little bit different. But that's all for tonight. Thanks for watching, and I'll make another video after I get it running.